Tell me, baby girl, 'cause I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Hello, my people. How are you? Hello again. I need to apologize for not posting for my two followers a video last week, but guess what? I went to see my mommy. You guys know that we canceled our vacation. We had everything ready, at least everything on paper. But the vet told us that our little dog wasn't doing well and we had to get ready to put him to sleep, so we canceled our vacation. And guess what? He's doing a lot better. I think that was a conspiracy. So I don't know. That was strange. I mean, he's not completely okay. He has heart problems, but he was not dying. So, I think he just didn't want us to go on vacation. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna go see my mom. You know that my mom is not doing well. So I decided to go and spend some time with her. And this was a very, very difficult trip. And it had nothing to do with the airlines. You know how I feel about airlines. I think they are criminals. But no, everything to do with what happened when I got there. The flight was fine, the reservations. I mean, I still find the tickets too expensive. But United, I flew with United, and they're fantastic. I was this close to my dream. One of my dreams. I want to fly first class, you know. I know it's a small dream, but it's in my bucket list because I really want to fly first class. When you get on the plane, you try not to look at the people. And I know they look at you like, oh my God. So I'm here and you're not. Oh my God. But so I try not to look at them when I get on the plane. I look at oh yeah, where's my seat? Oh, why this guy's not moving fast enough or putting his carry-on fast up there. But yeah, but somehow I didn't realize, oh I did. I don't think I did that this was business class and it was very affordable. If it was, that's why I didn't pay attention because it was, besides, I think it was the route and the seating and, at my age, because, I'm old, at my age, I'm looking for comfortability. I want to be comfortable. I don't want my knees to be touching the people in front of me, the back of the people in front of me. And I don't want nobody to help me get up because my knees are locked because they're like this. And I don't want to be fighting for, the armrest, So I think this was the best choice for me. I don't think it was, it was the best choice and United was fantastic. The pilot, oh my goodness. I think the worst of the worst part of flying is the takeoff and the landing. And it was so smooth. Everything was so smooth. I was like, heaven. I'm in heaven. I really, literally, I was up there close to God. And the flight attendant, the reservations, I mean, everything was so smooth, so smooth. They gave me breakfast. Oh, but when was the last time I had breakfast on a plane? think the last time I flew with Copa, that's an airline from Panama, and that was many, many moons ago, before COVID and many, many years ago. And they gave me breakfast, real breakfast with a plate of fruits and some crepes, and some either juice or coffee or tea. Oh my goodness, I'm like, oh, it was so nice. And I had a good time. I had a good time flying with United. And I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna get mad if something happens or delay, and they were a delay coming back because I got an alert saying that all the East Coast were under a storm warning, and so on the way back, the plane did not take off until an hour later, but I was okay. It was one of those small planes leaving from Jersey to where I live, and it was fine. I wasn't upset. I wanted to go to the bathroom, but I wasn't upset, and the flight attendant called me by my name. She called me by my name. She know my name. You know my name. She knows my name. Like, are you okay, missus? And you okay? Do you need anything else? Do you need some water? Can I bring you some? I'm like, oh, this is real. This exists. Oh my God. So yeah, I had a good time flying, but getting there, it was another story. Let me tell you. So, So I got there Saturday night, and uh, my sister went to pick me up, and we went to the car rental to pick up my car. Let me tell you something. I fight for fees, extra fees, that airlines are giving you for no reason. And now it's the car rental. Like, okay, so I use my points that I accumulate with my credit card, so I didn't have to pay a thing on my car, on the rental car. Fantastic. Fantastic. So when I get to the airport and they start adding stuff, like, what? Why do I need an additional insurance if I have an insurance? That covers me when I travel. So, but no, they add a local insurance, and they deposit this and that. And I'm like, are you serious? Oh my goodness. I need to pay all this? Oh goodness. But my hats off to the agents at the rental car. This was with budget. And they were so sweet. All boys. There was no girls working there. All boys, the agents, the kids, but they were so young. The kids that got your car ready, and they inspect your car with you, make sure that there's no. So there's a difference. I think here in the States, the same person who do the paperwork is the same person that goes outside and make sure that everything is okay with the car and check all these scratches, blah 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 blah. But in Panama it's different. In Panama there's the agents and the kids that work outside, and they were all nice or sweet, very very service oriented. I mean, I can't complain about that. Excuse me. So, that was good. Anyhow, so as you guys know, I told you I don't drive in Panama because you know what? Traffic. Traffic. Yeah. Yeah. If I have to talk about Panama, yeah, yeah, traffic problem. Yeah, it is a problem. Anyhow, so Sunday we decide to go to see the piece of land that I bought. And it's on a little hill. So and it's a little, it was a little abandoned because my sister's been busy, and the guy that's building the house for us got another job where he was getting paid more than we paying him right now. So, fine. And the assistant went back to school. So yeah, all our progress are yeah, for a little bit. But I still have hope that someday we're gonna that house done, built. Anyway, so on the way back, I almost fell, and I had something. I don't know why I didn't do this. I would stay a little bit behind because I was with my sister, and she was with the guy who is building our house, and they were walking in front of me, and I was taking pictures that I wanted to show you guys of the surroundings, the banana tree, and the uh, planting tree, and I was just taking some pictures to share with you. So I stay a little bit behind, and then I don't know why I didn't. I had a little bag with me, and I didn't put the my phone in the bag. I put it on my back pocket, and I almost fell once, and the second time I fell, and I fell really bad. I mean, I'm so glad this is in the middle of nowhere. There are houses like they're here, over there, and no one was around, and I fell. Second time, I really touched the ground, not in a very sexy or cute way. No, it was bad. I My sister, who believes in she said, "You didn't feel like somebody pushed you?" Like, no, I feel like I slipped because my sneakers, I had a good sense of wearing a sneakers because, I have sandals, but I'm like, even if I'm going to an area that is a lot of grass and it's not developed, let me wear. But the sneakers have no traction. So I went down, like, damn. And I fell on my left, and my knees, oh God, got really scratched real bad. I was bleeding on the side. Anyway, so then somehow I turned around, and, I fell on my left. First my left, then my right, and then I end up eating dirt. I mean, my face was covered with it. And then my sister was all the way down, so she couldn't see me. And I'm like, I'm looking around. Nobody saw me falling. Like, okay, this is just embarrassing just for me because no one saw me, but I was covered with mud. And walking down, to get to the car and meet with my sister and the builder. Um, we saw a taxi coming in. Like I said, this is an underdeveloped area. The main road is not a really main road because it's just mud and rocks. And, so there's not much going on. You don't see that many people out there. So we saw a taxi driving by that drove by, and we like, a taxi in this area. So then, I wasn't like quarter of a mile from where I fell. And I'm like, hey, where's my phone? I'm like, oh, we run back trying to, hopefully trying to find my phone, and that didn't happen. And we almost sure that was that taxi driver who took my phone. And it was like minutes. It wasn't like, oh, it took me a whole day, an hour. No, it was minutes. Like, where's my phone? And he was the only one. Like I said, that is in the middle of nowhere, that area. And we walked back, and we found out where that taxi went. Because, like I said, it was nowhere to go because it's not developed. So And we talked to the guy. We're like, please, if you found my phone. He was the only one who, and I felt near the road. So it was the cover was very shiny. It was like a copper, a shiny copper with black. It was a cute cover. And I'm like, it was easy to see. So we believe he saw the phone and he took it and he kept it, my phone. We called, my sister had her phone. We called twice and it rang and rang and rang. And then it went, they turned it off. So we tried to get the application so to track the phone, but it was just complicated. And we got this application you had to pay for. And I'm like, so we spent hours trying to locate my phone and nothing happened. By the time I really got to the find my phone from Samsung, I have a Samsung Fold. Um, the phone was off because, I called my husband and I asked him to call Verizon just to cut off my phone. So, yeah, I lost my phone slash got stolen. It's so sad because if I find something that's not mine, I will return it. I find a way to find the owner, and I do my best to find the owner. And then I went to this guy, like, seriously? So that was a nightmare. When I say a nightmare, because you know that these days you have all your information on your phone. We need to stop that. I didn't have any contacts. I didn't have any way. The only number I had that I remember clearly was my husband's number. I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I could not get any information. I could not get the alerts from the airlines about, the storm. I could not get on. It's just, I used to many years ago, I used to write down the names and numbers of my friends and my contacts, and I stopped doing that. I'm writing it down again. Yeah. And I do have a place where I put my passwords and things like that, but of course that those were not near me. You never know things like that is going to happen to you. So, so yeah, oh yeah, I need to do this. Oh yeah, we're gonna send your code to your phone. I don't have my phone. Okay. Okay, I need to get on this. Oh yeah, we're gonna send you a verification code to your phone. I'm like, it was a mess. It was a mess. The only way I had some communication, it was because I had downloaded WhatsApp on my computer because I found out before I left that you were able to download WhatsApp now on your computer, and those are the only contacts I had. So I was able to do a video call with my husband, and that's it. I tried to download everything else. Yeah, we're gonna send you a code. You need a passkey. You need this. You need that. Oh my goodness, it was a nightmare. I don't wish this on anyone, on anyone. So if you can find a way to save your information somewhere else, in another way, because if you lose your phone, you know, I remember, yeah, I will tell my age, but I'm old. I remember when we used to memorize our phone when I was many, many months ago. We used to memorize numbers. Now we don't. So that was the first bad thing that happened on this trip. There are other things I don't know what is it. It was a juju. Somebody put a juju on me. because I don't understand why this trip was so bad. But I will tell you about other things that happened and maybe in another video, because it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute. But I was able, the good thing is that I was able to spend some time with mom. She's still the same, and then bad thing is that we lost 2-1. England won. But to be a small country like we are, with a small team that we had, we gave a fight. We gave a fight. They did not score until what, 10, 15 minutes before the end of, oh my God. Our how you say, goalie, the guy, I don't know how to say that in English. In Spanish is portero. So the one that keep the goal, and he was good. The guy was good. He stopped a lot of, ooh, so it was a good game. It was a good game. We were there. Like, you thought you was going to just come here and make us look bad. I'm so proud of my country. I'm so proud of my team. We were at the table and we were good representing. Yes, yes, baby. Yes. So that was bad. Losing my phone and the other thing that happened, and then we lost the game. It's okay. It's okay. But good thing is that I ate a lot. I didn't go shopping this time. I did go pass by a specific store because I wanted to buy a specific thing that was on my mind since the last time I went. And but I ate. And Panamanians, we don't eat healthy. We don't eat too healthy. Everything is fried. Most of everything is fried. So I had what we call fry. It's like some type of fried bread. We call hojaldre. On the coast where my mom is from, they call it harina. But yeah, fried and fried piece of meat and fried empanadas and then we had this drink. Oh my goodness. It's made with corn based drink. Oh, it's so good. That is, you can eat it for drink it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or in between. I just love it. I had three. So good. I miss that so much. But because I just came from Panama not a couple of months ago, I didn't go crazy buying stuff like the last time. So, but I lost weight. So make it make sense. That is telling you something. I'm here and I don't eat that much, but sometimes. And I gain weight. I go over there and I eat a lot and I lose weight. That's the good thing. Yay. So, yeah, I I ate a lot and I lost some weight. And in Panama, you walk a lot. You do a lot of walking. So maybe that's that too. And yeah. So that's my story. On the way back, I was able to get some notifications from the airline and asking me if I wanted to change. They offered me to change my flight because it might rain. We were getting a storm and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I take my chances because I talked with my husband and he said that he just saw rain on the forecast, nothing serious. But when we got to Jersey, for my connection, um, they did delay the plane. We were on the ramp ready, and the plane was moved 5 minutes and then stop. They move again and then stop. But I was good. I was good. I was just in heaven because of it was one of those small planes that you have a row that is just one row of seats, and then on the right side is two seated. And I was like, space, and she was calling my name. She called the flight attendant, Mrs. Such and Such, do you know, can I give you? I'm like, oh, yeah, I feel so good. I didn't mind that we were delayed. So, okay, that's my story. Just make sure that you have a plan B when it comes to your phone. Finally, I got a phone. I had to order a phone, another phone, and I still not able to transfer everything from my old phone. Um, and even I went directly to Verizon, so they could do it even if they charge me for it because these days they charge for everything. But I still don't have everything that I need on my phone, but I have a new phone. Those things are replaceable, but the fact that that guy did not want to give me my old phone, that was in anyhow. So I'm back, and hopefully you will subscribe, or give me a like, make a comment, even if you don't like my stories. I don't like your story. Anything. Just make a comment. You know, give me a like. Be nice. Bye. Talk to you later. Bye.